Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus here with another Transformers review. This time we're going to take a look at Reveal the Shield Legends class, Trailcutter. Alright, so Trailcutter, or as I call him, Trailbreaker, the G1 original name for this character. So I'm guessing they probably sold off Trailbreaker, couldn't reacquire it, so they relabeled the character as Trailcutter. I don't particularly care for that, so you'll probably hear me talking about him as Trailbreaker for the rest of the review. So I'm sure there's a lot of Transformer fans out there that are like that. So talk about Trailbreaker. This is, I think, one of the underdog characters of the Transformers verse. We don't see a lot of Trailbreaker toys. We had the G1 figure, and I think that was about it. We really haven't had a good Trailbreaker figure. And it's nice to see a Trailbreaker figure come back. You know, he's not real prominent in the comic books. I don't really recall him much from the Marvel books. I haven't seen him much in the IDW or the Dreamwave books. I'm sure he's there making appearances. But he's just kind of not really there too much. Nice character. Really liked him. It was a black pickup truck with the covered back on it. He his character from G1 always reminded me of kind of a country boy, real nice, easy to get along with. He's got that kind of southern accent, and he's just ready to jump in there and help out. And you know, he had the force field, which was really nice. I think this would be a great Transformers Prime character. I would love to see Trailbreaker come in as maybe another Wrecker. That would be really, really cool. But we really don't see. I like to see an Alternators or Binaltech version of Trailbreaker. A Generations Trailbreaker would be fantastic. Right now, this is the only recent one that we've got, so we'll take a look at him. He's pretty decent. He's got some flaws, but I really like it. I'm glad that they actually went back and did this figure, and hopefully we're going to see more of this guy. So let's take a look at the package. Let's take a look at the toy and see what we got. Okay, so here we have Trailbreaker in robot mode. Looks very cool. Looks a lot like the G1 Trailbreaker. He's kind of, there's really not much color going on. He's a black figure. I do like how they've got the little kind of lights. In the G1 figure, I think it was, there were lights up there. That's kind of an homage to that. And it's hard to see in this light, but he does have blue, you can kind of see it a little bit, blue eyes there. That's kind of nice. The windshield has got a blue sheen to it. They did get the red and the silver down here on his legs. That's very G1 style. He's got ball socket up in his shoulders. Now, his knees do not move. His feet do move, but his knees don't. Not all that articulate, and he's kind of a chunky-looking little guy. But all in all, he's pretty good. I like him, mainly because we haven't had one of these guys in a while. Now, there's not much going on the backside. He's pretty flat as flat can be. Now, the one thing I will say, as far as the robot, the two things I wish they would have done a little bit better. One, you've got kind of this hole here in the middle, and I suppose it depends on how you pose him that you're not going to see that. But also, the Autobot logo, the Reveal the Shield logo, that's right here. I would rather have seen that on the piece right here, on the hood of the car. I think that would have been a lot better, but I guess we all can't get what we want. And also, I would like to have seen, because we've got some paint going on with the grill, I would like to have seen that flip up a little bit maybe and get more out of the thing. So it is what it is. It's a Legends figure, as they all are, but all in all, not a bad entry for Trailbreaker. I'm glad he's come back as a figure, and hopefully we see more of him in the future. We see some bigger, better versions of him. So looking at his card itself here. So here's the back of his card. Really not much going on here. We've got his vehicle mode. He's a 4x4 mode. His Reveal the Shield logo, and his instructions on how to transform. He's a level 1 figure. His strength, and again, this camera's not focusing very well here. Strength of an 8, intelligence 8, speed of 4, endurance of 9, rank of 7, courage of 7, fire blast of 5, and skill of 6. So those all seem about right for him. Decent character. We like this guy. Wish, again, we had a bigger version of him. So maybe in the future we'll get that. So let's see what happens. Let's take a look at this guy in 4x4 mode. All right, so here's Trailbreaker in his 4x4 mode. Again, not much to look at. He's all black, but I do like this vehicle mode. It's very reminiscent of the G1. Very cool. It's got his little reveal the shield logo up here. I am an Autobot, of course. He's got paint job on his grill, the headlights, which is nice. He's got his windshield painted. Unfortunately, we get all kinds of windows on the side here that they didn't do anything with, which is unfortunate. And we've got the windshield in the back they didn't do anything with. So that'd been nice to see paint job all around there. To see the tail lights painted in would have been nice. And of course, we got some gap here. Just being a Legends figure, it's not, you know, the greatest. But all in all, great vehicle mode. In fact, I think the vehicle mode looks a little bit better than the robot mode, which is kind of interesting. So there he is. Lots of black. Here he is compared up to Optimus. A little bit longer than Optimus. And of course, we'll do the standard hook Prime up to his Bot Shots trailer. There he is next to Prime, rolling down the road. Great figure. Great to see this character back. Let's hope that we get more fanfare in the future with a bigger, better version of Trailbreaker. Thanks for watching, guys.